Good morning and welcome to Saturday Morning Momentum. This is our 2-hour live stream where we come together as a community to work on projects, goals, aims, whatever it is that you've been wanting to do. Maybe it's jump-starting something that you have been wanting to do. And within this 2 hours, we have what we call Power Hour, 1 hour, hopefully, of uninterrupted time that you can focus on whatever it is you're choosing to do during this time. I'm Kat of Kat's Novel Adventures. For anyone who is new to my channel, welcome. We appreciate you being here. Please introduce yourself. Don't be shy. We have a friendly community here. We'd love to know who you are and what you're getting up to. And also for anyone who is joining on replay, thanks for watching. Let us know what you got up to. It really does bring me a happiness boost when I see someone is using these after the fact. And I love knowing what people are getting up to. So as I said, I'm Kat. I have a lot of interest. I'm, mainly my channel is about books, and I throw in a little bit of personal development. This week, and last week, and really the week before, I've been focusing on scrapbooking. So that is my main focus right now. I'm reading in the background, but still. And I am being joined today by my amazing A-team. We're missing Lee today. She is on vacation, but I am being joined by these lovely ladies. Laurie, how's it going?
It's going. I'm home for almost this whole next week. I will be here and not in New Orleans, but we were chatting before this. We had some pretty nasty weather this week, so that was a bit of a challenge. But for the most part, it was a good week, and all my babies are doing well. So that's what matters,
Awesome.
How about you, Liz? Yeah.
I had a fantastic week. I'm 10 out of 10. So I love that. Finally. I really did try to prioritize being offline as much as possible. I kind of talked to Kat a little bit about that, and just the idea of being really intentional about where I'm showing up. Because I think there's so many cool things going on, and you want to be part of it all, and you want to support everything, and just really taking a minute to kind of pause and reflect about where I'm going to be was really helpful. So
yeah, I love that. I love it.
Yeah. What about you, Jen? Did you have a good week?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I got most of my stuff done, but like Kat and Laurie, we've been dealing with some rough weather here on the Alabama Gulf Coast, and more rain coming today, and then Rena's home from school for the summer, and so that makes it harder, obviously, for me to do other work I need to do. And the past couple of days, I've just felt this close to having a major panic attack, which I do have coping skills, and I do have rescue med in case it gets to where the coping skills aren't working. So I just right now I feel like again, like I'm this close to just going off. How about you, Kat?
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. Between the weather being really bad, like it causes some anxiety in the background for me, just because we had such a bad hurricane season when Ida came through, that this kind of reminds me of that. But I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed too, because I have the scrapbooking event. And a lot of it is self-imposed because I want to do everything. And, so, when someone asks, hey, you want to come workshop the new play that we're having? It's going to be for 3 days. Well, I should have been doing my scrapbooking stuff, but what I do instead, I go workshop the play because I want to do that. So it's like just adding things into my schedule. It's like if I don't add it in, it's not going to get done. But at the same time, it's taking time. Like I have to be better about planning all of that. But same thing. I could have spent my whole entire day yesterday doing things towards that, but I went and had my massage.
Which is very important.
Yeah, it was self-care, and it's been on my list, and it's on my list for 2026. And I was determined that I was going to get that done in June. But, it is what it is. I just have to figure out how to not set so many intentions, maybe. I mean, I think that's part of it because I didn't get to like any of my book reviews this week. It was like, why did I even put that on my list? Because that is what causes a little bit of anxiety, because it's like, well, I'll put that on my list, so I have to get to it. But guess what? You only have so much time in the day. And I am time tracking, so I know where my time is going. It's not like I'm fiddle-faddling. And my social media time is dropping every week with how much time I'm on there. So I know that it's helping, but it's still, I have a lot on my plate. And it's like, I don't know how to really clear that. Liz and I were kind of talking about that, this week. So I don't know. I don't know where that's going to go, but we'll see. Otherwise, I mean, I'm doing great. I feel like I'm doing fine. I just know that that's simmering in the background, that overwhelming feeling that whenever I get overwhelmed, I always think about running away to like Fiji or something where I can just go run, or like even if I could just get to Orange Beach and be the chairperson. I was like, that would be a great job. I could just run away to the beach and be the chairperson, just rent the chairs out.
Yeah.
It's an easy job, but it's probably not. So Swank is here with us. Konnichiwa, everybody. Happy World Productivity Day. Happy World Martini Day. Happy Vanilla Milkshake Day. I wish I could have a milkshake and a martini, but sugar. And yes, we have been affected by the storm. But as we mentioned, it's a lot of rain. We're getting a lot of rain, very saturated here. Hello, Andy. Welcome. Alexis, good to see you. Good morning. I've been productive already, having woken up an hour early.
Nice.
To get everything together for Bailey's vet visit. And Patrice is here. Good morning. Yay for World Productivity Day. Working on a cross-stitch project this morning that I started 6 years ago. Only back stitching left. I detest boring back stitching. So that's why it's taken you 6 years. In that way, we procrastinate the things that we don't like, right?
Yes, we do. Or that don't work easily.
I was going to say, hopefully it won't take her that long. Good morning, Eleanor. Eleanor's slowly waking up.
Yeah.
And we have to appreciate Eleanor is on the West Coast, y'all. So it's not 8:00 a.m. where she's at. Kathy's just stopping in to say good morning, off to get my hair colored and cut. Have a wonderful week. Oh, thank you for being here, Kathy. And I love that self-care.
Yeah.
And Patrice, I hate back stitching too, but at least it goes quickly. I only have cross-stitched one thing in my life, and that was back in 8th grade. I made a bookmark with my name on it. I don't remember anything about backstitching. I was just so proud of myself for doing it. And welcome, Emily. We're glad you're here. I need to go get some laundry put some laundry away and get ready for the day. Sounds good. And good morning, Em. So happy you're here. And Alicia's wishing everyone hello. Just joining. I'm getting coffee and breakfast, making lists for errands later. Target, Home Depot, and grocery. Yeah, I did Target after my massage yesterday. I was hoping I was going to be able to do it because, if you've had a massage, like yesterday, I felt like I could have just napped on the massage table. Like I could just lay here and sleep for a while. So of course you go out and it's bright and I'm like, oh, I really should have gone to Target early.
Humid and
But I did. I was able to go. I was able to get there and get what I needed. And Naomi's here. Good morning. And Laurie telling everyone, good morning. Denise, good morning. Just woke up and got the coffee brewing. I think I'm just going to read this morning. That sounds like a good plan. A vendor came by yesterday to look at my place for repairs, but I don't have a timeline on when they will be completed or what I need to pack up for said repairs. Oh, geez. She is a whole lot. Allie's here. Good morning, everyone. I'll be doing laundry and reading from 2 different books. Rilla of Ingleside by Ella Montgomery. Nice. And Tarbin's True Air by Kelly Lynn Colby. I haven't read Rilla of Ingleside yet, but I love Ella Montgomery. And morning, Jen, making coffee at the moment, but I have a lot to work on this weekend, so I'm making my list right now. Sounds good. So between that nonsense and migraine Thursday, I'm so behind on school assignment that is due next Sunday, 15-page paper and a PowerPoint that I have barely started to research. Oh, Emily. Emily, I wish I could just give you a huge hug.
Yes.
Need one. I mean, let's see if I can send you some hearts of love. Look at that. Hearts of love for you. And we have made progress on the library. One bookcase in the library, building 2 more this weekend, possibly. Yes, and it looks beautiful. She sent me a picture, a sneak peek, and I was like, this is so nice. So let's talk about what we're going to do for our intentions for Power Hour. What are you going to do, Laurie?
I am going to start this little book today because I haven't gotten to it, and I'm reading one on my Kindle. I'm reading an author that I really love, but I went to his first book and it's not quite giving me what I want, so I decided I would step into the chunker today and see if I could make some progress.
Okay, and how about you, Liz?
Well, it is a gorgeous day where I'm at, and it kind of feels wrong to be inside. So I think I'm going to go outside and continue to attempt to strip a piece of furniture that I have that I want to redo. Hopefully that will go well, and just feed my birds. That's it.
Yeah.
What about you, Jen?
Well, Tim is not home this morning, so Rena's awake, so I'm going to give her breakfast. So I don't know how long that may take. But after that, I will probably this morning just catch up on some YouTube because I am just tired. Just tired.
Yes.
Sorry about that. Luna's having separation anxiety because Daddy went away with Bailey. And her behind, so she is sad. Sorry about that.
No.
My intentions, I need to update my journals, my food journal and my regular journal of habits. And then I think I'm going to clear up in here because it's kind of, at least my desk part, I need to clear and get that done. If I have time, I'll go ahead and start doing my scrapbook stuff, but I don't think I'm going to have much time to get involved, and that would require me going into another room. So I don't know. I'll have to see what I'll have to do after that, but that is what I'm planning to do. So let us see what everybody else is up to. Allie says it's been a rough week for me waiting on medical results with family member who is terrified of what it possibly is. Ooh, I can understand that. And morning, Kristen. Welcome. What are you up to? Good morning, Amy, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just joining in a few minutes late. I've already watered my outdoor flowers. Excellent. Love that. Yes, Patrice, that is my big puppy. She is a baby. She's 4 years old, but she still acts like a little baby.
Yeah.
That's because Mama babyfies her. I can't help it. She had such a rough start in life that I'm like, I can't help it. But she doesn't like to be left out. And I'm like, but next week, well, not next week, the week after, we're going to be taking you and we're going to be leaving Bailey. So if she could stick her tongue out, she probably would turn around and stick her tongue out at Bailey. And Amy's intentions for the rest of the morning are to have my breakfast, do my morning journaling, and do my yoga. Ooh, I love that. Very nice. And M says, I've been dealing with some vertigo this morning, so I'm taking it easy. Ooh. Yes, definitely take it easy. Don't try to do anything when you have that because you fall over. And sweet Kaylin's here. Hello. I forgot about Saturday morning momentum. Hi, ladies. Hello, Kaylin. Yesterday, I bathed and did self-care on my body. It's so hard for me to do, so I'm proud of myself. During Power Hour, I'll do my morning pages and study books. Excellent.
Yeah.
Our Taz is a talker singer too. Yeah, she is very vocal. She is German Shepherd, but she has a little bit of Akita, I believe, in her, and she has a little bit of some kind of a terrier, like I
Yeah.
can't remember, but she is like 97 point whatever German Shepherd. So it really is funny that she is as vocal as she is. So I don't know if
Yeah.
that's, I think that might be the Akita part. I don't know. I don't know, but she is, yeah, very vocal about everything. Poor little Luna.
Yeah.
I know she'll be over by that door waiting for him, and I'm just gonna have to go. I'm probably gonna have to go over and love on her for a little bit. Naomi says, I have a long list of things to do. My goal is to get 7 things done during power hour because most of them can be done in like 5 minutes. Excellent.
Wow. Good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. That's good because you're batching smaller things together, which was one of Lee's focus points
Mhm.
last month. So I think that's amazing. Hopefully, you'll get them all done. And my house is nice and quiet at the moment, so I'm going to make a second cup of coffee and work in my reading journal. Excellent. I like
Good.
that. And then Alicia's intention for this morning is to eat some breakfast pizza, barbecue chicken flavor, and
Ooh.
make my list for the store and get dressed and work on reading journal for a few minutes. Nice. And then Kaylin says, oh my gosh, I've had vertigo. Hope it passes quickly. Yes. Yes. So, and Alexis is going to be doing her Q3 planning, quarter 3 planning. I know. Can you believe it's happening, guys. Halfway day is July 2nd.
So exciting.
It's like it's crazy to me that that is happening, and I'm like, I have too much to accomplish in this quarter still.
But it's such a great opportunity to reset.
It is. It is.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Akitas are very vocal, so it could be that percentage. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she just really is. She likes to talk to you. And I love batching. Yeah, I do too. I do too. Okay, so it seems like everybody is set and ready to go. We're going to get our kitty cat up. And there we go. Our cute little kitty cat. Yeah, I just want to make sure it's up there.
Yay.
Let's get our banner up here for Power Hour. And we get started. Okay, y'all. Happy Power Hour. Welcome back. That power hour flew.
Mm-hmm.
That means we were busy. We were busy bees. Okay, Laurie, how did you do?
I did okay. This book is very tiny print and it's very complex. It's set in the beginning in 1868, so it was just really dense, but I made some progress. I did a couple of puzzles on my phone. I ate breakfast and I made my intentions list for next week. So that was pretty much what I did.
Yay, very good. So at least you jump-started the book.
I
And
did. Mm-hmm. Let's see how it goes.
how about you, Liz? How did you do?
Really good. I got all the citrus strip on and I got it wrapped in plastic. So now it just has to sit there for a while. And the birds and squirrels and everyone were out in full force. So
Lovely.
nice hour.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Jen, how about you?
Like I didn't already have enough going on, y'all. I gave Rena breakfast and then I got a text with somebody claiming to be me with a picture of me and everything. And they're like, hey, y'all, I lost my phone. This is my new number. How are y'all doing? And then if the person responds to them, then they start asking people for codes.
Oh.
My text list, not even Messenger on Facebook, my text. So
Ooh.
I am freaked out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change my Google password because a friend told me, like, I have a Samsung phone, and so a friend told me that she thought Samsung had switched over to like Google Messages, maybe with text, which I don't know how that would work. I don't know, but it's if they had gotten into my Facebook or something and were sending Facebook messages, that's one thing that happens a lot. But they texted my phone number and phone numbers of people in my contacts. So I don't know. It gave them like a fake new number. I don't know. So now on top of the, and I did end up having to take my rescue med for a panic attack because it's been threatening, for a week.
Right.
So this pushed it right on over.
So
that was my power hour right there.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think they actually got into your stuff or they're just waiting for you to respond so that they can infiltrate?
I don't know because they've sent this stuff to people on my phone contacts.
Oh, so they've gotten it too. Okay.
Yeah, they texted, like I had friends, they texted me the thing. And then I had like 5 friends text me at the same time. Did you get a new number? Did you get a new number? I'm like, no, this is not me.
Yeah, I've never heard of it on a phone, but I've seen it on Facebook and all that. So now that's their new game.
Yeah, they somehow got all the numbers of the people on my list. And I'm afraid some elderly person on my list is going to fall for this.
Yeah, because what's different about like Facebook or Instagram or whatever is you can put a post that says, but like with your phone contact, you can't send a huge group text.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I did put it on Facebook, but not everybody in my contacts does Facebook. So
can you call Samsung and ask them to intervene and fix this?
That's what I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do is call like one of those providers. I'm gonna change my Google password too, just in case. But
but who's your provider? Who's your provider for phone service?
Verizon.
That's
okay. I would also I would contact them too.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it's tedious, but it's important. I mean,
yes, it is.
Yeah,
crackers and stuff. I hate them. Like I don't use that word hate, but I hate them.
Yeah.
Because they mess up people's stuff. I mean, your mind and your business. It's like they really aren't going to gain anything from you.
Right.
Really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just
Tim always says when this kind of stuff happens, he's like, if I could just have a room and a baseball bat. And we'll just leave it at that so Tim doesn't get flagged.
I mean, I don't know if this helps, but it sounds like it's more of a phishing attempt
Yeah.
hopefully, than anything.
Yeah.
But just be careful of like, if you're logged into anything on your phone,
Log out.
log out of them. I would delete all your, like, make a list of what apps you have, delete all of them, and maybe do like a factory reset of your phone.
Yeah.
But after you talk to Verizon and to
Yeah.
your carrier, because they might want to look at it as is. I'm not sure. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry that happened to you, because
horrible.
that would make me crazy, because
It's
yeah.
scary.
it is
Yeah.
very scary,
It's
because you don't know
scary.
what else that they can get into.
Mhm.
You know, I don't know. It's very sad. Somebody just recently lost their YouTube channel like a couple of weeks ago. Well, they got locked out because somebody infiltrated their Google account, hacked their Google account, and because of that, they could not access their YouTube. And so I felt really bad for her, because I don't know, it cracks me up, because I think I recently got something from Google saying about their privacy or something, how they've upped privacy. It's like, okay, well,
It's horrible.
then how does this happen?
I don't know.
It's
I like that someone like we have AT&T for our internet service, and Lisa was telling me this morning that while I was gone, she got a notification that somebody with an Android was trying to sign into our internet, and one of our kids has an Android, but hadn't been here. You know what I mean? So it just doesn't seem like that would be something that could be done, because they're so far away from our house. I mean, not so far, but far enough away that it wouldn't connect, I would think. But so it may have been one of my neighbors or one of their kids or something. I don't know. But yeah, and so she said, I blocked it, and I said, well, yeah, you should. I don't have an Android,
right.
device, but you don't always know that.
It's really weird how when you do look up a network around you, you see like your neighbors' homes and everything.
I know, and what the names of their internet is, which
Right. Unless you have a password, though, there's no way you can get in. But I mean, I don't know if you remember back in the day, like, when all this was kind of new, how people would park outside of people's houses and would kind of access their internet through that. I'm like, that's just crazy, just overall.
Yeah.
I mean,
One
my
of our
thing is just go to a coffee shop or a bookstore or something, because I know Books A Million, you have to have a member's card to access their Wi-Fi, but like you can go to PJ's or somewhere else and have guest Wi-Fi. So, I guess maybe that's why you don't see people parked outside of people's houses anymore. But yeah, it's scary. During that time, I had to go talk a little bit with Luna, get her settled. She calmed down.
Good.
She got love. But I got all my journal stuff updated. And I also started making a list of my recs, like which recs I want for Halloween-a-thon, because Kelsey's having a meeting today, later this afternoon. And so I need to give her some rec information. I don't know if I have to give it to her today, but I'm kind of thinking, I think my movies are going to be the hardest, because I have like 5 to choose from, and I can only pick 2. And then books, I know of 1 for sure I'm going to do. But now I got to think about the other one. But anyway, so that's what I got up to. And I'm glad to report Bailey had a good checkup. I haven't talked to my husband yet, but he sent a message saying he was on his way home. And then he sent me a picture of them in the car, and they both look happy. And he said everything was good. So I'm glad. I'm glad it all worked out. And then Luna Bell will go for hers the week. I think she's going June 30th, because my husband's on vacation. So we're going to go on a Tuesday, because I want to be there for that appointment to make sure. Okay. So I think we all did really well during that time. Shannon popped in, made friends with the like button. She had just woken up. So hopefully she got some coffee and met the world, met the morning. Alexis told us, thank you so much for the productivity and motivation this AM. Finished Q3 planning and have my action items. finish July monthly planning. I'm
Nice.
so impressed with Alexis because I'm so still immersed in everything that I have to do this month that I can't even think about July right now. July, not even much less the third quarter. I can't even think about July at this point, and I have things that I'm participating in for July. So yeah, I'm impressed. That is just something I guess I'm living in the present. I can't really plan really far in advance like that. It's kind of hard.
I have to laugh because when you said her name, which I'm not going to repeat, my little device next to me thought that we were talking to her.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. So
Yeah, and
she wishes everybody a good rest of the day. And then Patrice said Q3 planning. I should try that idea. No cross stitch done. I've been outside enjoying sun and no storms. Other side of Alabama from Jen. Too much inside this past week. And with my coffee.
I didn't
Excellent.
know
Yeah.
you were here too.
Yeah. So you and Patrice are in the same area, along with Travis, aka Silly Butt Cheek.
right.
Emily said, thanks for power hour. White's put away and showered and dressed, packed up my bag. Now I'm putting on my ankle brace so I can run to the post office and then lock in on schoolwork, which I hope that Emily is able to get her schoolwork done. So thank you, Emily and Alexis, for being here. We appreciate you very much. And Amy said, well, I didn't get much done as I planned, but it's okay. I'm moving a bit slower this morning, doing my journaling now. I did end up getting ready for the day as I'm headed out soon. And we'll still have time for some gentle yoga after I finish with my journal. Wonderful.
Sweet.
I've had a couple of mornings like that this past week, and I get mad at myself, but I'm like, it's not like you had an appointment to go to. Like, I'm just later in getting my things done, but I beat myself up about it. Part of it is because I'm trying to get up at a certain time and I'm failing miserably with that. As Liz, she read my blog, knows. I don't know. I think, you know what I think it's about? I think it's the fact that I don't sleep all night. I think if I slept from beginning to end, I think it would be great, but depending on when I wake up in the middle of the night, that dictates, I think. It's just crazy. Denise read 31 pages and paid a bill online. Excellent.
Job.
Did my morning pages and study books. Great job, Swank.
Mm-hmm.
And Allie got the laundry started and got to page 70 in Rilla of Ingleside and page 52 in Tarbin's True Air. Nice progress. Naomi said that power hour flew by for me. Same for me. She spent about half of it planning a biking trip tomorrow. Also got 5 tasks done, which is pretty good. Oh, yeah. That is excellent. You had 7, you got 5, but you also spent half of your time planning a biking trip. So I'm sure the other 2 items you'll get done quickly today. But that sounds fun. That means you're going to have decent weather if you're going to be biking. And Jen said, not too much done. I made coffee and updated some reading journal graphics, made my to-do list, and that's about it. Well, and I think a lot of other people are in the situation when you're working Monday through Friday, it's kind of hard to just jump up like you do during the week to start.
Get it done. Yeah.
So it's almost like you do need to have, your weekend sometimes to kind of gently, start your day. I think that's how I used to be. I never, unless I had to do something specific like Proctor at Southeastern, or, I had a race or something specifically on a Saturday, my Saturdays always were like slow going in the morning.
Well, and we almost all of it, well, not everybody does, but people who are working people are at least working usually 40 hours a week, sometimes less, right? But just let's just say 30 hours a week. And you come home and you have to cook and you have to clean up your house and you have to take care of your dogs or cats if you have them, and you have kids, just all this stuff. When you think about it, the weekend is the only couple of days that you might have where you could just do some stuff for yourself.
Right.
And we just don't. We just think, oh, now I have to clean the house, and now I have to pay the bills, and now I have to, tend the garden. And it's like, we're just constantly, I wonder sometimes, like, where did this come from? And I guess it's just the development of all this technology and all the access that we have to so many things.
Well, I also think we are a culture that, like, prides itself on constantly being busy.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a reward we feel. Yeah.
I can remember reading articles and stuff about people like who wear that as a badge of honor. Oh, I'm busy. Oh, I've been busy.
Yeah.
Well, what are you busy doing? Kind of thing. And that's what I love about Laura Vanderkam and her writing about time management. And she has strategies. If you really want to do something, you can do it, but you have to make the time for it.
Right.
So it's one of those things, like, that's what I loved about her Tranquility by Tuesday book, because one of them is like to set a thing that you do for yourself during the week, like set aside that time for you, to make sure you have it. Use your planner. And I think people don't think about putting things on their planner, whether it's self-care, a hobby, a coffee date with your friend, or whatever. And so I think that's why I pretty much live by my planner, because if somebody says, oh, we should go do lunch. Okay, well, let's coordinate our calendars. Because if I put it on my calendar, unless something happens that physically prevents me from doing it, I'm going to do it because it's on my calendar. Same thing. I mean, I wanted a massage. What do? You call up and you schedule it. So that's what I did. I scheduled it. I put it on there, and that was my appointment. I mean, I could have canceled it, obviously, if something came up, but I keep saying I want to do it. Then why am I not doing it? Because it's not on the calendar.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing, even with your hobbies. If you want to scrapbook, if you want to, say you want to watch television for an hour, your favorite show,
Yeah.
I know.
Hold the baby, when she says, she's got to do something or whatever, and she'll say, do you want to hold Ollie? And of course I do. Like, I want every moment that I can hold him, because I only have so many moments when he's this age, and then that age, and then that age, right? And so, yeah, I would rather stare at that child for 45 minutes with him laying in my arms asleep than I would work or do something else in that moment.
Right.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I don't think so either. And I think that's where we have to just say, and not feel bad about it,
Right.
Not feel bad about wanting to take care of yourself and doing for yourself. It's just like Jen starting her sprints on Tuesdays. She has a dedicated amount of time for self-care sprints. Whether she has anybody come and be with her or not, she still is doing it for herself.
That's right.
And I appreciate that, because that's whether I'm doing self-care or if I am doing productivity, at that exact time, it doesn't make a difference. She's setting aside that time for herself and for anybody else who's seeking that out, So the only time she doesn't do it is if she physically can't be present for it, but she puts it on the calendar, So I just, ever since that, and I have to remind myself of that sometimes too. It's like, if I want to do something, I need to look at my calendar and say, can I do this? My issue comes when I have too many things I want to do, and they all seem to end up in the same week. And then it's like, how did this happen? Why is this a popular week?
Yeah, absolutely true. Yeah.
So Alicia said she ate breakfast, drank all the coffee, got dressed, made the list, got 2 pages of reading journal done. That's good. I love that. I love that. I mean, even if that is your power hour, that it is an hour of self-care, that is still important. And I don't think anybody should negate that, as not being productive, because we don't take enough time for ourselves, especially as women.
Yeah.
And Alicia says, I know that text messages are switching to Google Messages because they said Samsung Messages is being discontinued July 6th. I have Verizon and a Samsung. Okay.
That's what I have.
So that makes some sense. And Bummer Jen, you don't deserve that. Nope. And I almost forgot, happy early summer solstice and happy summerween. Yes, tomorrow is the first day of summer, officially summer, and it's also Father's Day. So for anyone who is celebrating Father's Day, happy Father's Day to them. And then we have all the highs. And then Eleanor created a new page in her journal and watched a YouTube video. Excellent. Yeah, I'm getting excited because you're saying journal, for my scrapbooking event, because Wednesday is an add-on day, and I decided not to stay overnight at the hotel to save some bucks because it is expensive to stay at a hotel. I'm going to come home. So I decided instead, and it's usually the first day of our scrapbooking event. That's why we tagged on Wednesday, because it was cheaper. It was cheap to add the extra day as far as the event. We don't do a whole lot because we're like catching up. We're putting all of our stuff out. We're like looking at everything, just getting ourselves excited and all that. So I'm like, I'm going to work on my Edgar Allan Poe journal on that day, because I can work on it as much as I want to work on it, and then I can pack it up, put it to the side. I'm not going to take it home just in case I want to work on it again at some point. I might do it again on Sunday, because Sunday's our backup day, and I don't like to really start anything new on a Sunday, because if I can't finish, then I'm like, I don't like it. So anyway, the past couple of days, I was figuring out how I could print my thumbnails on a place that makes pictures or whatever. That took forever until I could figure it out. So fingers crossed that the pictures come in time, because it took me forever to get it done, and that they come out looking like they do on the computer. Because I also had a problem. I bought colored ink for my printer, and it's not working.
Oh no.
Colored ink cartridges, and not a one's working. And at first I thought there was some kind of a problem with my settings on my computer. It is not, because I ran the test that's supposed to show it, and no colors coming out. So I'm very sad about that, because what are you going to do? I mean, I can't say, trying to get a refund for that. Yeah, right, lady. But it seems like there's ink in there. So I don't know if there's a problem with my printer not recognizing it. But anyway, so there are I can't do any colored ink stuff on my printer, which I'm kind of bummed out about that. I'm okay though. I built a bridge and got over it. Alicia says, thank you for morning momentum, ladies. I'm off to get the errands done and building next bookcase today. Good luck with everything, Alicia. I know you'll get it done. And then the Cheesy Bagel Tiger is here. Wow, what a name. I love that. Hi, randomly came across this stream. Is this a type of book club meetup? No, it's not a book club meetup. We are a productivity stream. We have a power hour. As part of the 2 hours, we set intentions, and then we try to execute those intentions, and then we talk about it. That is what this is all about. And Shannon said, I worked on AuthorTube writing conference stuff, which will be the rest of my day. We have a meeting this afternoon to go through the numbers and determine the lineup of speakers.
Good.
Excellent. I love Jen's self-care sprints. They are nice and cozy. And I would be up for self-care sprints. What time do you do them, Jen? Jen, are you doing them Tuesday?
Yes, 9 a.m. Central is when I start, and I usually go until around noon Central time.
Yes, and Denise, she will put them sometimes in my Discord, and then also if you're subscribed to her channel, you'll see it in her live section of her videos. Amy said, "What is Jen's channel, and when are her self-care sprints?" Put your channel in, Jen. Come on, Jen.
Put my channel in.
Also too, I want to let y'all know that Laurie, Jen, and Lee are linked in the description box of Saturday Morning Momentum, so you can always access the link to get to them as well.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, Allie, for being here. Off to get my other tasks of the day done. My intentions for the week are to help teach VBS, Vacation Bible School, at my church from 10 to 11:30 Monday through Friday of this week. Oh, have fun.
Yeah.
And plan my July TBR. Fun,
Okay.
fun. And Allie, have fun teaching.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about intentions here. Let me flip back. Okay. So we'll do that since they're talking about it, and then we'll talk about our intentions for the week.
Yeah.
Shannon said, my intentions for the week, I have to send out the first round of acceptances to speakers who are offered a spot at the Writers Conference. Also plan to finish my novella novel to go along with my Kickstarter novel.
Ooh,
She is on fire.
she is.
And Jen said, I can't wait to join your self-care sprints once I'm out of work for the summer.
Yay.
Yeah.
So here is Jen's channel, Horror Literati. She was previously Literary Love 123. She has changed her name. So yes, check them out Tuesdays, 9 a.m. Central Time. So Laurie, what are your intentions for this upcoming week?
Okay, I'm going to edit and post content this week because last week I just filmed it and didn't really do a whole lot with it. So it's sitting there. I'm going to try to read some more of And Ladies of the Club, my giant book. Lisa and I talked this week about that we spend too much time on our phones sometimes and on the TV and whatever, just somewhere technologically we aren't, present with each other as much as we'd like to be. So we're going to try to do a game night or a puzzle night at least once this week. Yeah. And just make that more of a habit because we used to do it and we just haven't for a really long time. I'm going to reorganize my scrapbooking desk because I keep seeing you and we've talked about your scrapbooking event and I haven't done that in so long and I just need to. I have so many pictures of so many of these babies and all kinds of
I
other
was going to
things.
say you have plenty to scrapbook with your babies.
I have a ton to do. Yes. I have a book club coming up in the beginning of after July 4th. So I'm going to read that book, which is What Happened to the McCraes, I think. Tracy Lang. So I'd like to get to that. I started it yesterday and then I'm going to finish we finished in one day, a Harlan Coben adaptation from a book of his I haven't read. I've read nothing by him, but my daughter did. And so she wanted to watch it. And it's called I Will Find You. And it's on Netflix. And
my mom was watching that.
Holy crap, that was
amazing. About it.
Oh my gosh. And I was just like riveted. And it was so difficult to watch. And it was really challenging. But anyway, I realized that when I do that, and I don't do it as often as I used to anymore, it really feels good, right? It feels like I had a good long bit of self-care. I got to watch something that hopefully was good. And it was. So I'd like to read some of his books too. But for now, I'm just going to try to find something else that would be about the same number of, because I don't want a 26 episode event. You know what I mean? I just want, I don't know, 6, 8 at the most. Yeah. So it was really good. I really highly recommend it. But
Netflix has quite a few little short
they do
mini series that are just like 8 episodes. And there's one with John Berthenol on there. And then there's also the one with Claire Danes and the guy from the Americans.
I
can't think of the names of them, but
they're every day. Yeah.
They're in my my queue. Also, there's the one with Jason Bateman, Black Rabbit.
Oh, I didn't see that one yet.
I think that one is a show or whatever, but I have a bunch of them and I keep asking. Our problem is Barry and I need to be focusing on the X-Files. Thank you. Since we only saw the first episode, but we've been watching everything else besides that because Resident Alien came back on. So we've been watching that and having a good time with it. So I'm just like, I'm gonna have to put my foot down and say, look, we have 23 episodes left and we are on halfway day. So we have got to make this happen.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're not going to finish.
It's like books. There's just too many series. There's just too many movies. It's too
well. And the thing is I'm going to have to pull out my DVDs
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because I think what it was is he did not have a good watching experience because I was like, it's on Hulu. Let's just stream it. I mean, that's why we have Hulu, right? Which we very rarely watch. And he's just like, every time a commercial comes on, he just hates it. And especially if it's the same commercial over and over and over again. He's like, this lady again.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you act like you never grew up a commercial.
Right. I know. That's all we had. We couldn't switch.
So anyway, so what are you going to be doing, Liz?
A lot. So I want to take a room and make it like a dedicated office, because right now I have sort of like my office stuff as well as like all my crafting and fun stuff in this room, because I thought, oh, I'll just have it all together. But I'm getting a lot busier and I need like separate spaces, because I find that when I come in here, I don't want to write. I don't want to record anything. I just want to, craft or do things that I typically want to do. So I want to divide up the spaces definitely this week. What else is on my list? I want to look into Beehive and see if that's a platform that kind of aligns with what I would like to do. What else? I want to put some more stuff up on eBay. I've been doing really well at getting rid of things, and I'm just in the zone. So I have a box of things that need to go, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. And yeah, that should keep me out of trouble for the week.
That's awesome. And how about you, Jen?
Well, I guess today I'm going to be trying to deal with this phone junk. And then later today we'll be going out to eat. My dad has come into town, so that'll be nice. And then this coming week, I need to finish a couple of Substack articles. I've gotten one started, and then I need to work on the other one. I'm going to be filming and uploading my mid-year freak out tag. I'm like, how is it the mid-year? But I've got everything, the books that I want to talk about. I just need to kind of decide what I'm going to say about them. And then I've also been going through like movies, because summer's a good time for me to do that when Rena's here. Movies that have been like on my watch list forever that I haven't gotten to. So I've watched a couple of those recently. I've watched one, The Void, which was always popping up, on my stuff. And so it was interesting. And then I didn't even know John Carpenter had a movie called The Ward. So I watched it and I was like, okay, interesting also. And then this movie called Banshee Chapter, which I'd never heard of. But then I don't know what context. I saw it somewhere online. So I watched it yesterday, and Ted Levine was in it. And I'm like, he plays Buffalo Bill in Silence of the Lambs. I would have known that was him if it hadn't shown in the credits. I mean, he looks totally different. Like his face looks, everything looked different. I was like, his mannerisms, I was like, I never would have known if this wasn't in here. So that's kind of what I'm doing, work, but also some fun stuff too.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. My week next week, I am going to be on vacation. So I need to make sure that everybody knows there is no What's Up Wednesday sprints on Wednesday, no Saturday morning momentum on Saturday. I will be hosting Saturday Morning Momentum on July 4th. So if I'm here by myself, because it's the morning and we are not doing anything with family until July the 11th and like around noon or something like that. So that means my sister-in-law and brother-in-law are probably sailing on 4th of July or have some other kind of thing that they're doing on the exact day. But I will be here for July 4th. But I do need to complete my body block. It's up week, so I only have 2 workouts. So I'll do that Monday and Tuesday. I'll continue with my June personal challenge. Y'all need to send me lots of positive vibes. I have been finding healthy snacks, low sugar, and hardly any added sugar. So I have to stay diligent because this week could make or break me. Just because I have been doing really, really well with no added sugar. I mean, I'm bragging because I have not gone over my 25 grams of added sugar as of yet this month. And Some days are harder than none. Depends on what has happened in the day. And I will tell you, if I get stressed out, I'm a stress eater. So if I get stressed out, that's what I want to grab for, is like chocolate and candy and that kind of stuff. So I have not. I'm like, I'll have to do jumping jacks, which will hurt my knees. And so I don't want to do that, right? So anyway, that's going to be my biggest challenge of everything. So scrapbooking Wednesday through Sunday. I do have to go to the dentist with my oldest son on Monday, and I am going to a junk journal for beginners little workshop at the library of all places on Tuesday evening. So I'm very excited about it because they have a bunch of really wonderful adult events, not just for the kids this summer, but adult events. So, and I'm hoping when I go, because they can only register you 2 weeks out of the event. I'm hoping when I go, I can get the watercoloring event that's going to happen in July. So I'm very excited because guess what? This counts as an alphabet adventures activity.
Yeah.
I'm just like so excited. So anyway, that is what I will be up to for next week. So let's see everybody else. Denise said, my main intention is to start strength training and get back to walking. Yes, I need to get back to my walking too, because my knees feel wonderful again. And I haven't walked since Monday, and I haven't been very consistent lately. I hear you on that, Denise. And Swank's intentions are to make a few phone calls that I don't want to make and are giving me anxiety. Also continue cleaning and organizing. Yeah, if you can make them and get over the hump of the phone calls, you'll feel a lot better. And then Amy's intentions are to focus on my writing and working in my library to clean and organize. I love that. And Swank says, I've been having fruit and or nut as snacks and desserts. Nice. Very nice. Yeah. I mean, I still have to calculate my sugar overall, because you can also have issues if you're eating too much sugary type things. Fruit is wonderful, but you have to eat it in moderation, because and it's incredible to see how much sugar is in fruit. Like the comparison, like I love pineapple, and I put pineapple in my smoothie pretty much every morning, fresh pineapple. And it's a lot.
It is a lot
of pineapple. So I've even debated, like, maybe I should, do like half pineapple. I put a half a banana in there. Also, too, y'all may know this. I discovered this recently. The riper your banana, more sugar content in it.
Really?
I did not know that. So if you have a banana that is not, you're not going to eat one that's green. I don't know about y'all. If I ate a green banana, it would hurt my stomach.
Yeah.
But like, firm and, like perfect or whatever, that is less sugar content than if you got one that's like getting to where it's starting to get mushy or whatever. Like the way I compare that is, that's the kind of banana you would use in banana bread.
In banana bread, absolutely
banana
true.
bread or banana pudding or whatever. So I did not know that. And that does make a big difference. Now, what I do is, since I only use half of a banana, I cut my banana in half, and I take the one half, put it in, and then I take the other half and freeze it. And then that way I can use it when we run out of the fresh bananas or whatever. So that also is something that I had to make sure. It's like, So yeah, I'm learning. And I will say, I'm very proud. We have blueberry bushes. And yesterday I did not have enough of my frozen fruit that I put in. I had no pineapple. So, I had half a cup of frozen fruit left. And so I put half a cup of fresh blueberries off my bush in my smoothie. I was like, so very, very excited about that.
I have to laugh because last night I came home and there was a little tiny watermelon, and I love watermelon. And so I was going to cut it up and have it last night for dessert. And it was bad. Lisa she knocked on it and she thought it was fine, but I've been gone for a week anyway too. But anyway, it was not good. It was just not work. So I was like, well, now what am I going to have? I ended up having coffee, ice cream. I didn't have a lot, but I
know, and it makes you disappointed about that, but
it was so good.
We got one from Costco, and I'm really the only one that eats it. My older son will eat it too. but he doesn't eat it like I do. And I am like, oh my gosh, I would sit there and eat this watermelon like all day long.
I could too, but you
know what I'm
that's
saying?
not good. Yeah,
It
I do.
has high sugar content in it too.
does.
So now I have to
Yes.
measure out, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of piddly, this one cup of
Yeah.
watermelon.
I
You
know.
know, I'm just like, sometimes I'll have two, but I mean, it's not added sugar, it's natural sugar. But like I said, you have to keep in mind all of that.
Better
Y'all
than
revoke my Southern card because I do not like watermelon.
Oh,
I do not.
God.
Now my husband and my daughters love it. My son and I are like, mm-mm.
Shannon doesn't like watermelon either because I posted that I had eaten some watermelon and she didn't like that. And also I had eaten some etouffee and she's like, I don't even know what that is.
No, see, I love etouffee, but I don't like watermelon and I don't like sweet tea. So I really,
Oh,
they're
Yeah,
gonna
I don't like
take
sweet
away
tea.
my
I
southern
don't
reach.
know how you have a car. That's probably why you're getting hacked in on that phone, Jen.
Probably is. They're
following
like, who's this person in the South who doesn't like watermelon or sweet tea? Get her out of here.
I like sweetener in my tea, but I don't like it to be too sweet. Like
Yeah,
I like to add, but I am figuring that out too with my tea. And so all is good. I'm trying, y'all. Trying very hard.
that's all we can do.
Jen said my last week of work is this upcoming week, so I need to clean and pack my room. I will be working on school assignments and continue with the declutter project in my house. Very nice. And I'm so happy for you, Jen. Last week of school.
Enjoy your summertime.
And Eleanor said, I now want a smoothie or ice cream.
Yeah.
I can't eat watermelon anymore. It gives me horrible indigestion. Oh.
Well,
Yeah, look, even my dogs are big fruit eaters too. So I have to watch how much I give them. I only give them a little bit, but they are so good. They know when I'm cutting my banana, all of a sudden they appear.
yeah.
If I open the lid from a watermelon, they're both there like, I would like some of that, please.
They're so much fun.
And they're also blueberries. So we have been putting a couple of blueberries in their food in the morning. But anyway.
Nice.
Well, that is the end of our Saturday morning momentum. We got through another one. And I am so excited with how everybody is doing. So I want to wish everybody a wonderful weekend. Happy Father's Day again to all the fathers out there. For anyone who is celebrating, make sure you give your dad lots of love, Jen, tonight when you see him. And I'm probably not going to see my dad until Monday, but I'll have to celebrate my husband a little bit. And yeah, so, have a wonderful week ahead. I hope everybody gets their intentions done. And if you don't, maybe it's because you're practicing self-care, and that's a good thing.
That's right.
Today is National Vanilla Milkshake Day. So, Eleanor, you have permission to go out and celebrate for that. Thank you, Jen, for being here. Have a great week. Through that finish line of school. Thanks, Swank, for being here. Thank you, Eleanor. Thank you. I appreciate it. I can't wait to share with my fellow scrapbookers some of the things that I get done. I'm slow, remember, so don't expect much. And thank you so much, Amy. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. And thank you, Denise, for being here. Have a good weekend also. So until next time, bye, everyone.
Bye.
And thank you, ladies, for being here with